Hello everyone, welcome back once again. It's been a while we have not come live. So today we decided to come live due to the latest news going on now. So it has been on the news that Nnamdi Kanu has written an official message to President Donald Trump of USA, and he seeks that US should probe into the alleged killings in the Southeast. Remember the Nigerian government are still holding this man, and guess what? They're still using somebody like Asad Kubo and the Nigerian military to terrorize the Biafran lands. And they keep on holding this man. Like what happened in the court yesterday, there was a little bit of chaos in the court when Mazen Mekano was asked to open his case by Justice James Omotosho. But Kano refused in the sense that he asked him under which law do you expect me to open my defense. So I would like to take you guys to the full details of this news without wasting time, although I saw it both on Sarah Reporters and Punch News, and Aloy Ejimako was the first person that posted this morning that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu has written an official letter to President Donald Trump, inviting him to look decisively and investigate on the ongoing genocide going on in the southeastern part of the country. This is really shocking, guys, and I am happy to talk about it. When I saw the news, I was really overwhelmed. I must be frank with you. It shows that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is someone who is out there to fight for his people. Despite being in detention, this man has proven that he is not someone that you can easily bribe. He's not someone that can easily give up on his people. He has proven to all that he's capable to ensure that his people are being given the better life they deserve here on earth. And I'm happy that God is using this man to do a miraculous work. So without wasting much of our time, I would like to share the screen so that we can, read the news all together. Let's share the news. I will be, bringing it from Sarah Reporters. According to the news, you guys can see it. They say in the letter dated November 6, 2025, and delivered through the U.S. Embassy in Abuja, Kanu, who remains in solitary detention at the Department of State Services headquarters, appealed to Trump to act on his recent declaration that the United States was prepared to act militarily and cut aid if Nigeria fails to protect its Christian population. So the detained leader of indigenous people of Biafra, known as Mazen Kanu, has written to the United States president, like I said earlier, urging him to launch an independent inquiry into the state-sponsored genocidal killings of Christians and Igbo people in Nigerian Southeast. You can see the letter here dated, you can see Mazen Kanu, phone name Mazen Kanu, detained at State Security Services SSS headquarters, Abuja, Nigeria. Reply CEO, Aloy Ejimako of Council, Aloy Ejimako Legal Services, B12 AMAC, and others. Then this message was written, this letter was written November 6th, 2025. I said November 6th, 2025, His Excellency Donald J. Trump, 47th President of the United States of America, the White House, 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue, NW, Washington, D.C., 2500, delivered through Embassy of the United States, 1075 Diplomatic Drive, Central District Area, Abuja, Nigeria. Your Excellency, here is the body of the letter. Let's read decisively without wasting time. Let's read this concisely and deeply without adding or extracting. I read, they say, I extend warm greetings to you in the name of the Judeo-Christian faith and values we both hold dear. As a practicing Jew and a believer in the Judeo-Christian heritage that shaped Western civilization, I was honored to attend your campaign event in Des Moines, Iowa, in January 2020. Your bold declaration on October 31st, 2025, that the United States is prepared to act militarily and cut aid if Nigeria fails to protect its Christian population has ignited hope in the hearts of millions who have been abandoned by the world. You have seen the truth. Christians in Nigeria face an existential threat. I write to you now to reveal that this genocide is not confined to the north. It has metastasized into the Igbo heartland, where Judeo-Christians are being systematically exterminated under the guise of counter-terrorism. I am Mazen Kanu Okukanu, the leader of indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, a peaceful, non-violent civil rights movement rooted in Judeo-Christian principles since 2015. I have survived 4 documented assassination attempts by the Nigerian state. On 20th of June 2021, I was forcibly abducted from Kenya in an extraordinary rendition operation, an act that violated Kenya and international law, as condemned by a Kenyan High Court ruling, that is petition number E282 of 2021. Despite this ruling, I was illegally transported to Nigeria and thrown into solitary detention in Abuja without a valid subsisting charge and for the sole crime of defending my people's right to life, faith, and self-determination under international law. On 13th October 2022, the Court of Appeal in Abuja CA/ABJ/CR/625/2022 discharged and acquitted me of all charges, ruling that my rendition was illegal, unconstitutional. So, and a gross violation of international law, the court ordered my immediate and unconditional release. Yet, I remain in solitary detention over 1,596 days since my abduction. The Nigerian government defied its own judiciary, refusing to release me ordered. I was never released, so there was no rearrest, only continued unlawful. Imprisonment is blatant violation of constitutional protected double jeopardy safeguards under Section 36(9) of the 1999 Constitution, Article 7(2) of the African Charter. The UN Working Group on Arbitrary Detention, opinion number 25/2022, declared my continued imprisonment arbitrary, unlawful, and politically motivated. This is not justice. This is state capture of the rule of law to silence a Judeo-Christian voice. This is really, really shocking. Guys, I don't know how you guys see this. Remember that recently they have accused that it is IPOB, Igbo people that reported the excessive killings in the country to Trump, to US, that the one creating this fire, this and that. But over the decades, people are being killed in Nigeria. The government are not doing anything to ensure that the people's lives are being protected. And now, finally, the international community have put their eye into the excessive killing going on. Remember that both Muslims and Christians are being killed. But the people carrying out this particular act are who? They are also Muslims. So, and these people doing this, they are also killing both Muslims and Christians. Nobody is doubting that. But why are they busy killing people? Why are they still killing innocent Nigerians? And the worst part of it is that you will see people who are suffering together for their family and to provide for themselves. These people will enter the remote and interior villages and start massacring people. And guess what? The government keeps silent without intervening to ensure that people are being saved. And now when the people keep crying, this is internet, this is social media era. We're in the digital era. People keep spreading this news. And guess what? Lo and behold, it has gotten the attention of the USA president. And Trump has sanctioned them, not just only writing message. This man both wrote and he has equally done a video message to tell Nigerian government that failure to act immediately, that USA military are ready at any time to invade Nigeria. Honestly, you see the way Nigerians, everybody are clapping, telling Trump. If you go to Trump Facebook page, Twitter handle, you will see where people are begging him to come and save us. Nigerian government are busy using our oil, telling us Trump wants to come and take over our oil. What is the usefulness of the oil you people are bragging about? If Trump can take the oil and ensure that our lives are being saved, he should come and take the oil and ensure that we are being saved. Now, according to this news, the IPOB leader cited several incidents which he claimed were evidence of a hidden genocide against Judeo-Christians in the Southeast, including the 2016 Nkpo and Aba massacre, the 2017 Operation Python dance raid on his Afaruku home, and the 2020 Obi killings. Quoting multiple human rights reports, Kanu referenced Amnesty International, the UN Special Support reporter known as extrajudicial executions at the Nigerian rights group, the Inter-Society. He equally noted that Amnesty International 2016 reported at least 150 peaceful Christian worshippers killed, bodies dumped in rivers. UN Special Rapporteur Agnes Karl Ahmad confirmed that at least 60 were killed and over 70 injured in St. Edmund's Catholic Church during prayers. He further alleged that this was not a clash, it was a massacre of worshippers commemorating their fallen. In Aba, 22 were killed on site and 13 bodies were exhumed from a borrow pit. Children were executed for singing Sweet Jesus. According to Kanu, these attacks were perpetrated by Nigerian military forces under the command of the then Chief of Army Staff, known as late General Tuku Yusuf Buratai. Here you can know why Nnamdi Kanu named somebody like Buratai as one of his witnesses. He took. He also said that in 2021, President Buhari, the late former president of the country, appointed him ambassador to Benin, granting him diplomatic immunity to evade ICC persecution. Kanu said, calling it state-sponsored impunity on a genocidal scale. The letter also recounted Kanu's personal ordeal since 2015, claiming that he has survived 4 assassination attempts and was forcibly abducted from Kenya in an extraordinary rendition operation. On June 20, 2021, an act that a Kenyan High Court later ruled illegal. So if you look at all this whole scenario, he didn't stop there. He equally stressed that, Mr. President, history will judge us by what we do when genocide knocks. You have the power to stop a second Rwanda in Africa. One tweet, one sanction, one inquiry could save millions. He signed off as Nnamdi Kanu Oku, leader indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, prisoner of conscience, DSS custody Abuja, emphasizing that he remains committed to non-violence and faith. We seek only justice, truth, and freedom, even from a prison cell. May the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob grant you wisdom and courage to deliver his people once again. Hey, my people, my people, my people. It is really shocking. You guys saw the news. I think this is a welcome development. Reading this news gave me joy in the heart because of the kind of person we have as the indigenous people of Biafran leader known as Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He has proven to be someone that is willing to protect his people. Also, remember that yesterday there was a little bit of drama that happened in the court yesterday when James Omotosho asked Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to open up his defense. I want to take you guys to the news. Let us, let me share my screen so that we can talk about it together. Okay, according to Mazi Nnamdi, yesterday the news of what happened in the court, they say, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu say, show me the law, then I will defend myself. He insists on standing ground in the court. According to this, they say it was a charged morning. It was a charged morning at the Federal High Court, Abuja. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu walked in, calm but determined. No lawyers beside him. He chose to speak for himself. The courtroom was packed. Some people stood. Everyone knew today would be intense. Kanu's first word, he rose, looked directly at the judge and said, my lord, there is no charge against me. Not one. This court has no jurisdiction. His voice was steady, no fear, just clarity. He asked the court to rule on this immediately. Judge says, not now. Justice Omotosho told him that the court would take his motion at the proper stage. Kanu didn't back down. Jurisdiction comes first. If there is no valid charge, there is no further stage. Murmurs in the gallery. People leaned forward. He equally read the Supreme Court judgment aloud. Kanu opened a folder. Inside was the December 15, 2023 Supreme Court decision. And he said the charge used against him does not exist in Nigerian law and must be amended. He then looked straight at the government lawyers. You were told to amend it. You refused. You forced me to plead to a charge that does not exist. You could feel the tension, even the air felt heavy. The challenge that silenced the persecution. Kanu turned to the lead persecutor, Senator Advocate Awomolo. Learn, seek, please tell this court, name the law I have broken. Awomolo shuffled his papers. He said nothing. Kanu repeated, just one law, the name, the section, the statutes, I am waiting. Still silence. Even people sitting at the back could sense the discomfort. Kanu's key argument. Kanu reminded the court that our constitution says no person can be tried for an offense not written in a law. No written law, no offense, no trial. The judge disagreed. He said that rule only matters at the end at conviction. Kanu replied immediately, almost before the judge finished. If the law is dead, the trial cannot start. It is void from the beginning. Heads turned. Some nodded. Historic case law. He quoted an old British case from Antique v. Carrington of 1765. He said, if it is not in the law books, it is not law. He said the judge must take official notice that the laws used against him were repealed. The judge said nothing. I will defend myself now if you show me the law. At this point, Justice Omotosho asked, are you ready to open your defense without hesitation? Kanu answered, I will open my defense right now. This minute, if you show me the law I have broken, the room, everything went silent. Awolowo's son tried to speak. He is wasting the time of the court. Kanu turned toward him. I am wasting time. Show me the law. If you show it, I will go to the dock immediately. Awolowo sat down. He had no response. Someone in the gallery whispered, checkmate, Kanu, this is persecution. Before the session ended, Kanu said quietly but firmly, when a court refuses to acknowledge the law, refuses to obey the Supreme Court, and insists on trial with no charge, that is not justice, it is persecution. No one challenged him. You could hear the emotion in his voice, not fear, not anger, but exhaustion and conviction. Adjourned. The judge adjourned the case of Nnamdi Kanu. It is really shocking. These are the things that happen. You see what is going on. And according to this guy known as Barrister Lawyer Jimako, he said that the only way for Nnamdi Kanu to be released is only political solution. And this political solution, Nnamdi Kanu will only tell you to conduct referendum. And of the truth, if referendum should be conducted, honestly, Biafrans, we are going. Because no single Biafran love what we are passing through in this Nigeria. Imagine what is going on in Lagos State. Our people, businesses are being destroyed by Lagos State government. The government of the country, the federal government have not condemned it for once. But when the people that are doing oil in the country, when they were crying, the so-called VP of the country stepped in to protect the interest of Dangote. But thousands of Igbo people's business have been destroyed in Lagos. Nobody is shouting. Nobody is talking. Their investment, their houses, everything has been destroyed in Lagos State. Nobody is talking because they are Igbo people. Since you don't want to accommodate these people in this country, what's obstructing you as a government to allow these people to go their separate ways? Now, sorry for the noise. Look at what happened recently. Just take a look at what happened recently. Now, Trump have gotten the attention of Nigerian Christians towards the excessive killings going on in the country. And look at what happened. Nigerian government are still busy blaming IPOB. Anything that happens in the country, they are quick to apportion blame to the IPOB. It seems that they are really afraid of the IPOB. Remember that IPOB was not proscribed. They were not proscribed by international community. But guess what? Guess what? The UK now sanction militarily in Nigeria because of how they are sponsoring banditry, killing their own people in the northern part of the country. Imagine abducting your people for what exactly? For what exactly? For what? They go to mosque, they kill people. They go to churches, they kill people. What are your aim? What are you getting? What are you? We must be frank to ourselves. Don't support evil. Killing, they are killing both Christians and Muslims. Everybody is dying. What matters is for Trump to save our lives. We are not talking about religion at this matter. We are talking about lives being saved. Look at what happened. That pastor buried almost how many people in just one night? Look at what happened in Yelewata. 200 people were killed in just one night. The question we have to ask the so-called Nigerian government, all this while that people keep protesting that they should end the killing, that the government should intervene, that they should help. Why has somebody like VP known as Shetima not come out for once to condemn all these ongoing killings? He didn't talk because he is one of the sponsors of Boko Haram. The so-called Gumi has never come out to condemn the killings. Rather, he will tell the government to negotiate with the bandits. Telling the government to negotiate with terrorists who are known for killing people, killing our militaries, killing our innocent Nigerian citizens. If it happened that Nigeria is a place where law works, by now, somebody like Gumi, they would have hanged him, they would have silenced that person. They would have silenced Gumi because that man is known as a terrorist. Gumi, if it happened to be a country that law functions very well, Gumi should be dead by now. He should be in the grave by now. But because Nigeria is just a nonsense country, where the so-called leaders and politicians we have are really corrupt. They don't care if people are dying because it's not their family members. Like you guys saw what happened 2 days ago. A lawmaker, I don't know if it's in Kogi Sabe, but all I know is in the northern part of the country, was ambushed by bandits. Guess what? They killed all the security men with him, but they allowed this man to escape. I was asking, why did they allow the lawmaker to escape? They should have killed that lawmaker. If you claim to be a bandit, stop killing us, stop killing innocent citizens. Go against the politicians who are killing us. They are the ones making life unbearable for you and I. If it happened that the country is functioning well, you wouldn't have joined banditry. you wouldn't have become a terrorist. But the politicians are not making life easier for us. That is why you choose the option to join banditry. If country is working properly, no one will choose a crime, way to enrich his or herself. But the country is not working. It's only made for some few people, and that is really, really sad. It is really, really sad. I don't know how you guys see this, but looking at what I saw today, that Kanu have officially written a message to President Donald Trump that he should look decisively. He should look into what is going on in the southeastern part of the country. This is quite a welcome development. So look, I thought you see that it is Christian and Christians in Southeast. Okay. Remember, you are the one that created the Buba. You created the, what did you created in your Anambra state? Udogachi security outfits. Udogachi security outfits, one of your commander has been traced to be the unknown gunmen. You create these people. At the end of the day, when you say they should go, you don't disarm them. They are already impugned. They are already used to, buying people. You never for one day condemn them. The same thing the former Southeastern leaders did. Also with somebody like Hope Uzodinma. They created a Bubago. This Bubago was created after Nnamdi Kanu created ESN. They refuse to protect the people, but when they have seen that Nnamdi Kanu has come into the picture to protect the people, they choose to create a Bubago. They arm these men, and today we don't know if they have dissolved a Bubago or if a Bubago are still functioning well in the country. It is really sad that all this kind of a thing keep happening in the country and people don't want to talk. Nobody is talking. If you talk, they silence you. Like one evangelist from Anambra State, this guy is known for exposing all the killings going on in the Nigeria. In fact, he normally protests, call President Trump to come and intervene. This guy has been doing this for more than 4 years. He has been calling the interest of President Donald Trump to come and help Nigerians. And guess what? This guy has been declared wanted. He was crying on Facebook today that guys, they want to arrest him. They have declared him wanted, this and that. People are telling him to go and hide. People are telling him to go and hide. The question we have to ask ourselves, are there lives that are being butchered or killed on a daily basis in Nigeria? That is yes. In which way? Bandits are killed. We should stop calling them bandits. They're all terrorists. Terrorists are busy killing in different northern states. Nigerian military and Asridokubo men are busy committing genocide, secret genocide in Igbo land, shoot at sight, killing our innocent Igbo youths, which is very, very sad. Asridokubo confirmed this year in January 2025, where he said that his men are fighting hand in hand with Nigerian military civil defense in Okiwe. They are busy hunting for IPOB militaries, while terrorists are busy taking their ammunitions in the bushes, and they are killing people in the northern part of the country. Nigerian army left what they're supposed to do, and they are busy hunting for innocent Igbo youths in the name of their hunting for IPOB, because they are demanding for their freedom. Is it a crime to say that, please, I want to be on my own. I don't want again. I want freedom. Enough of this gra-gra. Can you allow me to be? Is it by force? You keep saying that Igbos are too small, that they are dot in a circle. Why can't you allow these people to go? Since they are dot in a circle, a dot in a circle can easily be left to go. You can allow them to go. But the way things are going in the country, it is obvious that their purpose is to wipe us away from the surface of the earth. We can't wipe all Igbos. We are many. We are many. As a matter of fact, if you think that killing all the Igbos in Nigeria can erase our tribe away from the surface of the earth, automatically you are lying. There are many Igbo children living abroad. Many. As a matter of fact, even we have in-laws with many families all over the whole wide world. So you can't erase us. In fact, we have taproot in so many countries at the moment. So it will be hard for Nigerian government to think that they will use the terrorists to raise Igbo tribe. Nnamdi Kanu, God bless you. You are proven to be wise enough. You are proven to be brilliant and intelligent at the same time. I pray that this your letter gets quick to the hands of somebody like the US President Donald Trump, because this is really a welcome development. If you're among the people supporting Nigerian government, or you're supporting China, that they are backing Nigeria, and they bashing Trump from invading Nigeria, automatically it shows that you're one of the terrorists. Remember that China are only busy protecting their interests. Chinese people are protecting their interests. They are busy mining our gold, our tin, lithium, and others. Chinese people are the ones behind this bandit sponsoring. If you guys have been following us on this particular channel, you will see when I posted a video a few months ago. On that particular video that I posted, we spotted a white man with other Nigerian men. That it can be either a senator or whoever, I don't know, I don't see his face vividly, but I saw white people. They were supplying ammunition to Belotoju's, men inside the bush. And also today, it has been on the news. You can go to Christy TV, our Facebook page, you can see where we posted it, that there is also, what do they call it? Something like airport where this flight or this aeroplane drops, it was spotted in Nigerian forest. Now you have to ask yourself a question. What is this particular port? What is it doing? Why is plane landing place situated inside Nigerian northern bush? Of what reason and for what reason? Now you need to ask yourself this question. Say somebody came out to say that he's not the one that created bandits, he's not the one that created Boko Haram, and he was pointing an accusing finger to the VP of the country known as Shetima. Shetima has never come out to say anything or debunk or to react. Even after Trump said what he said, Shetima has never for once come out to debunk or to say no, this and that. Shetima has remained mute. It's only somebody like Shekar Gumi who is busy ranting his mouth all over the social media space. Have you also noticed that ever since this man known as Buhari left power, somebody like Lai Mohammed has kept quiet and keep mute? The person that he's known for coming out online to talk nonsense always, talking against the Igbos, talking trash. But since Buhari left power, he became a silent man. All these people, even though they are silent, they are all linked to this terrorists and the banditry going on in the country. So what Nnamdi Kanu did is a very welcome development. An Igbo man, or even a Southerner, or even a real Hausa man, you're expected to support Nnamdi Kanu. Because if it happened that any other tribe in the country are passing through what Igbos are passing through in the hands of Nigerian government, I don't think that that particular, tribe would be silent the way Igbos keep enduring it. No tribe will endure what Igbos has been enduring in this unity called One Nigeria. We have been marginalized in so many ways. In so many ways. That tribe, Igbos, they have been marginalized in so many ways. At first, it's not only Igbos. During the war, they conquered so many places. They renamed them to Sarsat. And once they renamed them to Sarsat, Igbos, the 5 states of Igbos was the last place to be conquered. The 5 most southeastern states, if you don't know your history, or if you are hearing about Biafra and you think that these people are greedy, or they don't know what they want, or they can only take 5 eastern states and go, automatically you're wasting your time. You have what we call a smartphone. Use your smartphone. Browse it online, or probably you can look for someone that went to Point State University, ask the person to lend you what we call a book, GST, General Studies, known as Nigerian Peoples and Culture. With that book, it will occur to you the type of endurance and the type of marginalization that Igbos has been put through in this one country called Nigeria. It is really a shame that when Igbos are crying, you see some people, talking ill about them, bashing them, this and that. Oh yeah, now take your 5 states and go this and that. And you see some people in the South, they tell you, we are not Igbos, we are not Biafra, we are this and that, we don't speak Igbo. I look at them, I laugh, because you don't know your origin, because you don't know your history. That is why whenever you some of them say, this is a digital era that you cannot come and forth, nobody is forcing you. But I want you all to know that if Biafra are to go today, and you people are saying that we should take only Igbo states and go, good and fine. But I want you all to know that every part of the state that speaks Igbo automatically will go for Biafra. And don't come tomorrow to cry that you want to join Biafra. And remember that when Biafra eventually go, they will make sure that they protect their borders, and they will make sure that all their borders are being fenced with heavy cable of wire, electric wire, that if you try to invade, automatically you will be electrocuted. Nigerian government knows how to protect their boundaries, but they choose not to do so because of selfish interest. They want to reduce population. Do you see? This is why Nigerian government keeps silent. They want to reduce the population in the country. That is why they have not intervened. Imagine after President Donald Trump threats, Nigerian military, all of a sudden, they started waking up, they started doing this, that they have recovered, they rescued 30 people that were kidnapped, they butchered, they invaded this particular banditry hideouts, this and that. All of a sudden, they are waking up. Where have they been all this while? Remember, the Nigerian military are the ones that always protest Fulani militias who are abusing, killing people, especially in Benue State, in Kwara State, and in some part of the country. They are abusing. These people are not Nigerians, according to Nnamdi Kanu. He said they come all the way from, from other parts of African countries. And these people are doing and taking over our lands. People have left. You see the reason why food stuff are very costly in the country now. Look at Benue State, the basket food of the nation. Is now a deserted area. People have run away from their lands. Food are now scarce. The little one you manage to see are very costly. This is what bandits and terrorists have, cost in the nation. Tinubu is not capable of doing the needful because his hands are tied. Probably he has an agreement with the so-called Northerners, and that is why he's not reacting in the way he's supposed to react. Honestly, it just me when I say that Tinubu is a Yoruba man, and they're also killing Yoruba people. These people are abusing, entering Yoruba land. He's not doing anything to protect his people. It shows that he's an accomplice. It shows that he is one of them. They are crying that it is high pop that reported them to USA, but they felt that they are the one that went to US to report somebody like Jonathan, that there was Christian genocide going on in Nigeria. In fact, that Jonathan should be probed, that Jonathan should be removed from power, this and that. They use gun, shoot themselves for their leg. They don't know. Whatever that goes around, equally comes around. According to Igbo tribe, they say, according to Igbo data, they say, Ukunaga vam vam, ayanaga vam vam na where? Leg where they waka vam 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 vam. Eye where they like touch. But they say leg where they waka 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 waka, and that is fact. So they are the one that expose themselves. They don't know that from the moment they reported this, in Trump's first tenure, Trump left, bidding to remove this country from a country of CPC, and now Trump came back. People have been, crying, reporting, posting videos, especially on Twitter. People are posting on Twitter heavily. Facebook is really corrupt in the sense that if you post there some certain videos, they will flag it up. But in Twitter, if you like a little bit video, a video where someone's leg was cut off, Twitter will hold it. They will not even flag it. That is Twitter for you. So Trump has seen all these things and he has done investigation. Remember that in 2020, Trump sent a U.S. military, what do they call it? U.S. military, let's use the word U.S. military, to Nigeria. They went to Nigerian forest. They rescued one of a U.S. man that was kidnapped by terrorists inside Nigerian forest. Nigerian government were not even. That is to tell you how these people can easily invade our land and nobody cares. The government doesn't care. The only thing Tinubu cares is all about borrowing money. It's only after borrowing. He doesn't care if we are eating. He doesn't care if we are doing well. He doesn't care if we are dying or not dying. Look at roads, bad roads everywhere. We are talking about bandits. We are crying that bandits are killing. Terrorists are also killing. Kidnappers are also kidnapping. Roads are also killing us. Which way? We don't even have constant light. We don't have light, as a matter of fact. School, how is school? People are crying. But Tinubu keep borrowing money. You want to fund your 2025 budget. How many trillion have Tinubu borrowed in 2025? If you can remember, if you can calculate all of them, recently is seeking for 1.21 trillion naira loan. Guy, it is really shocking. And if you check at the end of the day, this loan that this man is borrowing, if you ask him to account for it, he doesn't have anything to show for it. Nothing to show for it. The Coastal High Road he's been doing, this project is a Buhari's project, but he took it over and he started to fulfill it. Since how many this thing? It is still where it is at the moment, yet to be completed. How much they have spent on that particular road will shock you. We are seeing what is going on in the country. And you still see some people coming online to tell you there is nothing like Christian genocide. There's nothing like a genocide going on. If you see there's nothing a Christian genocide, you're wasting your time. Because when this Boko Haram started, automatically they started with Christians. They were abusing, entering church, committing suicide. You see these suicide bombers. They will enter church in Jos, they will disconnect it, and the whole building and people inside the church, everybody will be consumed. The same thing, they go to market, they do the same thing. So if for you to come out to tell there's nothing like Christian genocide, automatically you're wasting time. We know that both Muslims and Christians are dying. But when this Boko Haram started, they started with killing of Christians. Do you understand? And you say that, we believe they're also killing both Muslims and Christians. But we ask, these people that are killing, who are they? Which religion? They are still your religion. So let us stop, that. The only problem that Christians have in the country is the only thing obstructing Christians from retaliating is only Bible. Only one word from the Bible in Old Testament in Deuteronomy that says, thou shalt not kill. Aside from that word, thou shalt not kill, that 10 commandments that include one, you see, Britain knows what they did and brought this particular thing in Igbo land. They know what they did to bring Christianity in Igbo land, bringing Bible to Igbo people. Thou shalt not kill, because they know that Igbo people, if they vow to kill you, automatically they will make sure they will not give you mercy. They believed during that Biafra Civil War of 1967. They know what people are capable of. They know what they can do. People that are manufacturing their own ammunitions locally with their locally products. And they think they can erase history from us. In Shoku now, in Southeast, history is still going on. And that is where me, myself, I learned the history of Biafran Civil War. I didn't learn it from social media. I didn't learn it from Nnamdi Kanu maps. I read it. I bought the book and I read it. It was one of our general studies, Nigerian peoples and culture, both about women's riot. Everything was documented. Nothing was hidden. Everybody, we read the book, and if you come to the lecture hall auditorium and see how everybody was crying, if you see how people were crying, you will ask yourself, what is wrong with this young, this new student? That is what you will ask yourself. What is wrong with this new student? Why are they crying? Because we have seen and our brain have, learned what we are not expecting, what we didn't even expect. In case you don't know. So if you're not supporting your brother who is agitating for Biafra or referendum, automatically you have something else here. Automatically you have problem. History is history. No matter how you try to hide history, you can never erase it forever. So my only advice to you, my viewers, to my watchers, that Martin, is that if you have not known the history of Biafra, or let's say that war between Britain, Nigeria, France, I guess the people of Biafran land of 1967, you can go online. You can see the PDF online. I want you guys, bring out time. You can just save it on your phone. Download the PDF. When in your own calm time, in your secret zone, when you are calm, you don't want to venture into, or you don't want to read online, read news or anything, calm down, read this thing. Don't cry while reading it. Read it. After reading it, whether you're a Yoruba or an Hausa man, ask yourself if Igbos, Biafran deserve to be left go. Just let us not just lie to ourselves. We must be truthful to ourselves. Any good person that have good conscience, that is selfless, that is human enough, that knows the history of Nigeria and Biafran Civil War, we come out to tell Nigerian government, allow these people to go, enough of the suffering. Yet after that war, we are still suffering till the modern day. Any little thing, they blame Igbo people. But when an Igbo man does something better out of the country, or join them like football, they bring victory to the country, they call them Nigerians. But when something has happened, they call them Biafrans, Igbo people. That is the country we find ourselves. People are saying, let us join our hands together, let us come in unity, let's form unity, don't talk about your tribe, Igbo, Hausa, Yoruba, you should come together, let us fight Trump. This calling which people to fight Trump? You want to fight who? Why didn't you people say that let us come together to fight against this terrorists that are terrorizing us? In the same country we find ourselves, you and I know too well that if you come out to protest, Nigerian military and police, they will tear gas you. They even shoot at sight. They don't even message for you and I. Nigeria as a whole, we are no longer practicing democracy. It is like a state of anarchy. We are authoritative people are, ruling. Tinubu now acts as somebody that is an authoritative, in an authoritative government, without knowing that this is democracy. There is no democracy going on in Nigeria. There is not. The politicians act that they cannot lead power one day, but they have forgotten that here on earth, nothing, not even me or you that is watching me will last forever here on earth. One day, we will eventually die. And nobody knows the type of life after death. We don't know. Chebi Buhari did all he could. Conducted Operation Python, that's 1 and 2. He wants to kill Igbo youths and kill Nnamdi Kanu. What is he obstructing? He's obstructing Nnamdi Kanu from opening Igbo people's eyes, because many Igbo doesn't know history. Many Biafrans, not even Biafrans alone, many of you, both from Hausa land, from even Yoruba, you don't know your history. You only choose to believe modern things you are saying. No, and that is not how life works. You should know your history. It will help you to know your rights and from your wrong. It will help you to to gauge your life. It will help you to tread with caution, so that you will not repeat a mistake that occurs in the past, or even something that happens before it's about to repeat itself. You will know how to defend yourself. It is very important. As you can see, there was nothing like Fulani in Nigeria before that 1960, after that war. But recently, Hausas brought them from different countries to fight against Biafrans during the war. And look at what is going on today. They have conquered Hausa land. Hausas are now silent in Nigeria. Hausa is let me say, if you come to Africa as a whole, the highest language that they are speaking in Africa as a whole is Hausa language. It is mixed with Arab. Hausas are known as camp people. They are accommodative, yes, we know that. But these people that came in the form of they came to help them are busy killing, butchering them, chasing them away from their land, and conquering, taking over their land. And they think that they were busy fighting Biafrans without knowing that they are doing themselves. Today, they are crying. And Nnamdi Kanu was the one that opened their eyes. And if you check the whole northern states, there is no single Hausa man that is a politician. They are all foreigners. I laugh, as well. Let's see how the ball is going to, how they're going to play the ball in the pitch anywhere. As Nnamdi Kanu has written an official message to President Donald Trump, I pray that Trump should act quick and fast, because nobody knows what is hidden in James Omotosho's mind. Despite the Nnamdi Kanu is foreign intelligence, they just want to persecute him. I know what persecution is all about. You don't have any, they just want to weaken you, they just want to waste you, they just want to kill you for that. You're obstructing their road. They don't even care what will happen. What they care is that they remove you here from earth. That is the plan of Nigerian government. But James Omotosho, and you think that if you use this way to jail Nnamdi Kanu, sentence him to buy that you will live well, you might even go and hang yourself if you do so, because your conscience will never allow you to rest all the days of your life. If you ever sentence Kanu to buy, as Showoro exposed yesterday, IBB later came out to confess. Many of them have not confessed. Some of them even died with the secret. But before IBB came out to confess that that particular Nigerian Biafran civil war that was called is not Biafran civil war, as a matter of fact, it was the major generals, the military that rose against the Igbo people. Nnamdi Kanu has been saying this, but nobody, even Igbo people, refused to obey him, to say, yes, you are saying the truth. Until IBB came out to confess, he wrote it on his book. People now believe him. Nobody believed Nnamdi Kanu until all his preachings, all his expositions, all of them started happening. Everybody's shocked. And there's also another thing that this guy that was being held in Finland said, Samuel Eba. He said that Tinubu is going to be the last president of Nigeria. And looking at the way things are going on, I don't know if what this guy said will happen or it will not happen. We are still watching by God's special grace. May God keep all of us alive to see the end of this man known as Tinubu. He will never see our end. We will live to see the end of these corrupt politicians. They will never see you and I end. Nnamdi Kanu said it earlier on. that Nigeria as a whole has been mapped out for total destruction. And if we keep fighting, we want to fight for this unity, automatically all of us will be consumed together. And guess what? He exposed this since how many years? More than 10 years. He warned Nigerian government. They are coming from Senegambia. They are coming from this place. They are coming from this. And guess what? It has happened. Chinese people are busy using these people to collect the gold, to collect the natural resources in the country. They are using them. That is why China is only after their interest with Nigeria. They don't care. They are busy showing President Trump not to invade. A country you think you claim you have partner with, the people are dying on a daily basis. You are not even bothered. You are not even bothered. If Nigerian Gen0cidals rise up to protest, Nigerian police and military, they will tear gas us. That is the reason why they integrated repentant Boko Haram into Nigerian military, so that they will use it against you and I whenever we try to exercise our constitutional human right in the form of protest. They will use them, tear gas us, till we buy, even open live bullets, shoot at sight without blinking an eye. That is the people we call leaders, politicians in the country. They are inhuman, they are very wicked, they are very heartless, and they are corrupt at the same time. Selfish people. People claim that Nnamdi Kanu should quit agitation. Barazalo Ejimako is seeking for political solution. What type of political solution? Kanu is not somebody that can accept bribe. Remember, they have given him bribery before. They have offered him some certain things, both money, oil wells. He refused all. And he listed some certain things. The video is also on this channel. You can check our channel, you can see it. The video is also on this channel. Where Kanu said, okay, make sure there's something like international airport in Igbo land. International airport in Igbo land. Clear Niger River, so that Igbo businessmen will be clearing their goods. Igbo people that are doing import and export will be clearing their goods in Southeast. No. Better hospital, better roads, constant electricity lights. This man did not ask for 1 trillion. He did not ask for money. He only asked for something that will benefit you and I. But honestly, it baffles me when you see some Igbo people coming out to condemn this man. Look at them and laugh. Obviously, you never enjoyed a better life, and you don't even care to enjoy it. Have you asked yourself why people, Nigerians who live abroad, people who are doing well living abroad, that are even be able to pay their bills, feeding well, you hardly see them making up a decision to come back to Nigeria finally? Because they know that the life they are enjoying there, both safety, that is security, the pay that support lives, all these life supporting stuff. You have constant light, you have good road, good hospital. You hardly find it in the country. And this man is asking for those things. Nigerian government, Buhari, under Buhari regime, they refused. Rather, Buhari and Southeastern leaders connived to carry out Operation Python dance against Nnamdi Kanu. Their plan is to kill Nnamdi Kanu in that invasion of his house. All they wanted is to silence Kanu, so that he will stop opening Igbo people's eyes, because he is an eye opener to the people of Nnamdi. They thought that capturing Nnamdi Kanu will silence agitation. When they captured Kanu, Simon Ekpa took over. Even that Simon Ekpa took over, you see DOS people, they are busy fighting against their own brother, who is also running the same race with them. And lo and behold, before Simon Ekpa could be captured, he created military who are busy protecting the people. Even though the Nigerian military are busy destroying Southeast, and at the end of the day, they will blame IPOB. I laugh at them. They will blame Biafran army. I laugh at them. We all know the truth, and the truth can never be hidden forever. So this particular letter from Nnamdi Kanu to Donald Trump, I pray that Donald Trump should take this matter serious. We don't care about the oil. What we care about is our lives. Like a few months ago, when I called my brother, he told me that they are no longer going to work as a result of the mass boats going on in Okigwe. Things going on. I was born and brought up in Okigwe. A young guy was killed by the Nigerian military. Very young guy, pastor, in the name of their hunting for and Biafran army. A guy who sat on his shop, he was killed, shoot at sight. A guy that committed no crime was killed within a twinkle of an eye. And at the end of the day, you guys will tell us that there is nothing like Christian genocide or there's nothing like a secret genocide going on in Igbo land. And if anything happened, the Nigerian police and Nigerian military are always busy, are only quick. They're always quick to apportion blame to IPOB. And you have not asked yourself, they never for one day blame Fulani military. Remember, we have some good Fulanis in Nigeria. They are also victims of this killing. As a matter of fact, I have seen the video where they come out and they are crying that because they refuse to obey or to listen or they caution their brothers not to do this, they chop off one of their hand, they do this, they do that. So these people, the people that are committing this crime, they just choose the means of crime, to torture innocent Nigerians. And when you look at these people, they are very young. That is even my annoyance. Very little children. 18 years, 15 years, 20 years, 25 years, 30 years. Young children who are meant to be in school or who are meant to be learning one particular skill or the other. They are the ones committing this kind of crime in Nigeria. And what is obstructing Nigerian government from fishing out? Buy drones, buy the equipment, and equip your military. Make sure you buy the proper equipment. Train them on how to use drone, how to use tracker. Track the hideouts of these people, eliminate them. We only hear that there is someone, one of the informants in Nigerian government house, according to Zamfara State Governor. Zamfara State Governor said that he knows the hideout of these bandits. He says it on his phone, but his hands are tied. Why are his hands tied? He said he has once called on Nigerian military, showed them the hideout of these people. When they tried to invade the hideout of these bandits, guess what happened? A call came all the way from above. From which above? From Nigerian and Sorok, that they should retreat. The question we need to ask ourselves, who called those people? Who called? We want to know. But everything they are doing it secretly without opening Nigerians' eyes. I keep saying sometimes if I'm arguing with people, if I'm talking with people, if I thought we want one Nigeria, the only thing we can do, we have to do what Ghanaians did to restore the growth of their country. We have to silence all, both past and present Nigerian politicians. All of them have to be banned. If you want a better country, a peaceful country, both past and present, we don't know if you have a good legacy. Past and present Nigerian politicians, all of them should be wiped from the surface of earth. From that, new politicians can learn. They can learn. China that are busy supporting Nigerian corruption, but in China, they sentence one politician to death. 1 year in prison with hard labor. 2 years in prison with hard labor. After that, they will buy him. But when it comes to Nigeria, they want us to continue with corruption. You want us to keep enduring and keep dying and avoidable deaths. A death that can easily be avoided. That is how people are dying on a daily basis in Nigeria. Sometimes if I remember that my passport still carry that Nigerian name and I remember what is going on in Nigeria, honestly, it boils my heart. We are talking about human lives. People are the ones being killed. You hardly go online to say, let me see what is trending for you to see good news in Nigeria. Always bandits strike. They strike in Kwara. They strike, they attack a military base. They kill this military. Bandits, they abduct this person. This person is missing. And the government doesn't care. So if you ask me, I think I'm in support of this Donald Trump, move, his plan to invade. My own is that you should not waste time to invade Nigeria. You should make it quick and fast. Because as I'm talking to you, immediately Donald Trump said that in less than 24 hours, bandit strikes in Kaduna State. They still strike in those Christian places and kill 12 people. They still strike in what they call it, in Taraba State. So many places. They strike in Benue, in Kogi. And we only hear that there is mass, they are now running away from the country now. They are taking their motorcycle, running away from the country, they're running from Nigeria to Cameroon, this and that, so many things. So people are now telling us what people that are closer to the northern part of the country, they are sharing the news on the social media spaces. So guys, if we keep talking today, there are many things to expose, but let's just hang it here today. I want to know your thoughts, your statements regarding this. Are you in support of Nnamdi Kanu's written letter to President Donald Trump to look into the ongoing secret genocide killing going on in southeastern part of the country? For me, I said yes, I'm in support of it. So I want to hear your own thoughts and observation, your opinion. I want to hear it in the comment section. Thanks for watching. I remember my humble self, Chidinma Clement. I don't come to this live always, it's just once in a while. Thanks for watching and thanks for supporting us on this channel. May God bless you all. Have a lovely day. Bisous, bisous. Bonjour à tous. Ça va? Non, non.